Let's continue the question number 17. What is the question number 17? Two PN junctions, which is shown in the figure. Okay, so you have to given two PN junctions, which is shown in the figures. So two PN junction, which is shown in the figure, abrupt PN junction. This is your abrupt PN junction. Are fabricated with uniform donor doping concentration. It means the doping concentration is uniformly doped. My dear students, I have already discussed what do you mean by uniformly doped and non-uniformly doped semiconductors. Uniformly doped semiconductor, it means both points having the at each and every points having same the doping concentrations. So ND1 having 10 to the power 14 per centimeter cube, ND2 10 to the power 16 per centimeter cube in the N region. And uniform accepted doping concentration Na1 and Na2 you have to given in the P region of the diodes. Assume that reverse bias voltage built-in potential of the diode, then ratio of C2 by C1 of their reverse bias capacitance for the same applied reverse bias voltage is equal to what? As you know that Cj equal to what? Cj naught upon under root Vbi plus Br, or you can say the C equal to epsilon A by W, and Wr is directly proportional to 1 upon under root doping concentration. If your doping concentration increases, then reverse bias depletion region will be decreases, or you can say any depletion regions. So when you put this one, then capacitance is directly proportional to what? Under root doping. If your doping concentration increases, then capacitance effect will be increases, right? So capacitance will be increases. That is the doping concentrations. Got it? Now, here you have to given, so we have to find C2 by C1. So C2 is directly proportional to doping 2, and the C1 is directly proportional to under root doping 1. So the C2 by C1 is equal to under root doping 2 upon doping 1. Doping 2 upon doping 1. So this is your under root doping 2. This is 10 to the power 16 upon 10 to the power 14. This is under root 100, and this is equal to 10. So the right answer is 10. 10 is your right answers. Now come to the next question. Now, question number 18. This is one of the best questions. An abrupt PN junction located at x equal to 0 is uniformly doped on P side and N sides. That's fine. The width of the depletion region is W. That's good. And the electric field variation in the x direction is Ex. That's absolutely fine. Which of the following represents the electric field profile near the PN junctions? My dear students, if this is your PN junctions, then the charge concentration, this is your positive charge, and this is your negative charge. This is said minus Wp, this is Wn. This is Q plus charge, and this is your Q negative charge, a static ion charge. Okay, why? Because in the p-type semiconductor, static ion is negative and movable ion is positive. For n-type semiconductor, a static ion is positive, movable ion is negative, right? So the direction of electric field, starts from the N region and goes to the P region. This is the direction of electric field. I have already discussed. But here N side and P side, you have two options, N and P. So just reverse of that, and the option A is your correct options. Why? Because N and P. So starts from the N, so starts from the N, and this is your P side. N side, d by dx having the positive slope, and the P side, d by dx having the negative slope. So in the P side, here d by dx having the negative slope, and here N side, dE by dx is equal to positive slope. So in N side, the slope will be positive. In the P side, the slope will be negative. Now come to the next point. So option A is your right options. I have already discussed this one. You can check the notes. Now come to the question number 19. For a particular intensity of incident light on a silicon PN junction solar cell. I will discuss the solar cell part in your optoelectronics, don't worry, but here I am going to discuss the questions. Silicon PN junction solar cell. The photo current density JL is equal to 2.5 milliampere per centimeter square. So you have to given the JL equal to 2.5 milliampere per centimeter square and the open circuit voltage is 0.451 volt. Consider the thermal voltage is 25 millivolt. If the intensity of the incident light is increased by 20 times, if you increase the intensity of light 20 times, assume that temperature remains unchanged, then VOC equal to what? The VOC potential, I will discuss this one. This is VTLN IL upon ISC plus 1. This is the formula. And you have to given the JL. So you can find the JSC. And this JSC is also called JS. This is JL upon e raised to power VOC by VT minus 1. This is the formula. Okay. And this is equal to, just put it, this is 3.6 into 10 to the power minus 11 ampere per centimeter square. I will discuss this one. Now, if the intensity of the light is increased by 20 times, so if intensity is increased by 20 times, then IL is directly proportional to intensity of light. Intensity of light. So if intensity increased by 20 times, then IL is also increased by 20 times. Now the VOC becomes, this is VT ln, this is KT by Q ln, JL by JS plus 1, and this is your 25 millivolt, this is ln, this is 20 times, so this is 20 into 22.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 upon JS, you have to calculate it, this is 3.6 into 10 to the power minus 11 plus 1. And after solving, you will get this is 0.5262 volt. It is the right answer. Now come to the next question. This is question number 20. A PN step junction, step graded junction. Okay, so a PN step junction diode with a contact potential, this one. So you have to given this is VBI. Has a depletion width of 1 micrometer. You have to given W at equilibrium conditions. The forward bias voltage at which the width reduces to 0.6 micrometer. As you know that the forward bias, in the case of forward bias, this is VBI minus VF. In the case of reverse bias, this is VBI plus VR. Okay. So at the equilibrium conditions, the potential is what? 0.65 volt. So W is directly proportional to under root VBI at equilibrium conditions. At equilibrium conditions. Okay. So the W is directly proportional to under root VI. So W is equal to K times of under root VBI. This is 0.65. Now in this case, this is 1 micrometer. Now width becomes 0.36 micrometer. Now width becomes 0.6 micrometer. Then in this case, what is the potential? So let's say this is 0.5 times of this VF. That is K into under root 0.65 minus VF. Just 1 by 2. So this 1 by 2, and you will get this is 5 by 3 is equal to under root 0.65 upon 0.65 minus VF. So this is your VF equal to 0.416 volt. So answer will be 0.416 volt. So this is the related with the depletion layer width, that is variation of the depletion layer width that I have already discussed in the class. Okay, so just go through the video lecture. I have already discussed the how you can find the equilibrium conditions, and at the reverse bias condition, and at the forward bias conditions. This is the case of forward bias conditions. Now I'm going to discuss next question. In a PN junction diode at equilibrium, which one of the following statement is not true? Not true. Okay, not true. First, the hole and electron diffusion current components are in the same directions. Hole and electron diffusion current components. PN junction diode. I have already discussed this PN junction diode. Okay. So in the PN junction diode, holes are diffused from P region to N region. So current is flowing from P region to N region in these directions. Electron will diffuse from N region to P region. So movement of electron on this direction. So current is also in this direction due to electron. This is due to holes. So the hole and electron diffusion current components are in the same direction. This is the right options. This is your true. And the question is not true. So this is your true. Next, the hole and electron drift current components are in the same directions. Okay. So the hole and electron drift current are in the same direction. So electron will electron drift in this direction and hole drift on these regions. Okay. So this is also true. Next one, on an average, holes and electrons drift in opposite directions. On average, electrons drift and diffuse in the same directions. Okay. So which one is the not true? So this is also true. On an average, holes and electron drift in opposite direction. On an average, electron drift and diffuse in the same direction. Electron drift and diffuse in the same direction. Not. This is not correct. So option D is the right options. Electron drift and diffuse not in the same directions. It will be on opposite directions. Now, next question. The junction is made between P type of silicon with doping Na1 equal to 10 to the power 15 per centimeter cube and P silicon doping density Na2 equal to this. And the Boltzmann constant K and Q and assume 100% acceptor ionization at room temperatures. The magnitude of built-in potentials. I have already discussed P1 and P2 point. So what is the VBI? I have already discussed this one. I have proved this one. VT ln P1 by P2. So this is VT ln Na2 upon Na1, and this will be equal to, just put, this is 10 to the power 17 upon 10 to the power 15 ln. This is 0.026. So this is 0.026 ln 100. And while solve these equations, this becomes 0.1192. So this is the basic questions. I have already discussed this one. Just go through your notes. I have already derived these points. Okay. I have already derived these equations. And from these equations, I have derived VB equal to VT ln Na and B upon Na square. Okay. Now come to the next question. The DC current of 26 microampere, you have to give a DC current. That's good. Flow through the circuit shown. The diode in this circuit forward bias and it has ideality factor of 1. That's good. It means eta, ideality factor that is called eta equal to what? 1. At the quiescent point, the diode has a junction capacitance of 0.5 nanofarad. Its neutral region resistance can be neglected. Assume that the room temperature thermal equivalent voltage is 26 millivolt. For omega equal to this one, the amplitude of the small signal component of the diode current correct up to 1 decimal place equal to what? So you have to find the diode current. You have to given this is DC current. So what is the RAC resistance? So RAC, it means internal resistance. This RAC resistance is eta Vt upon IT. This eta is 1, Vt is 26 millivolt, and this is 26 microampere. So this is 1 kilo ohm. So RAC is given, you have to 1 kilo ohm. Okay. Now we have to find IAC. It means DC AC current. You have to find AC current. So how you can find the AC current? Okay, just you have to find AC current. So RAC equal to what? 1 kilo ohm. This is 1 kilo ohm. Now AC equivalent circuit becomes, this is internal resistance RD and the capacitance you have to CD. And what's the Z impedance? This is the AC equivalent. Z is RD component 1 upon j omega into CD. And after putting these all values, you will find this is equal to Z equal to 10 to the power 3 upon 1 plus j. This is the value of Z. So I equal to I magnitude is what? What's the magnitude? Okay. So you have to given the magnitude is what? 5. Just 5. Put these all values, you will get I equal to 6.4 microampere. So this is the basic question. Just you have to find the input resistance, or you can say internal resistance of the diode. Now question number 24. A solar cell. This is the again the questions from the solar cell. This is the equation of the solar cell. I will drive this one. So you can say here IL equal to ISC e raised to power VOC upon VT minus 1. This is the actual equations. Okay. The solar cell of area 1 centimeter square. That's good. Area you have to give 1 centimeter square. And the sun intensity is 1. You have to given the sun intensity is 1. Has short circuit current of 20 microampere. So you have to given the short circuit current is equal to 20 microampere. And open circuit voltage is 0.65 volt. Assume at room temperature the thermal equivalent voltage is 26 millivolt and open circuit voltage at the 0.2 sun intensity is equal to what? So you have to find the open circuit voltage at the 0.2 sun intensity. So how you can find? So if intensity is increased, then in that case your 20 milliampere, so current will be also increases. Okay. Now JL equal to what? IL upon area. And you can also find with respect to IL. So VOC formula is what? It's VT 1 plus IL upon ISC. Okay. It's the actual formula. So the VOC equal to VT, this is 0.026 ln 1 plus IL becomes 0.2 times. This is 20 milliampere upon ISC. So you have to find the ISC. How you can find the ISC? This is 20 milliampere is equal to ISC e raised to power VOC 0.65 upon VT 0.026 minus 1. And after that you will find the ISC is equal to, this is equal to 4 milliampere. Just put this value here and you will get the VOC equal to 0.026 ln 1 plus 0.2 into 20 divided by 4. And after putting this value, you will get the 0.608 volt. So answer will be 0.608 volt. It is the right answer. Now come to the next question. Light emitting diode are fabricated using the p-n junction of 3 different inorganic semiconductor having the band gaps. That's good. The built-in voltage red, green, and blue are this one. That's good. Assume donor accepted doping concentrations in the PN sides all three diodes. Good. Which of the following relationship about the built-in voltage is true? कौन सा built-in voltage का relationship true है? What is the VVI? So VVI equal to VTLN and A and D upon NI square. This is the VVI. This is called built-in potentials. Okay. So VR and VG, RGB. This is the red, green, and blue. Okay. PN junction inorganic semiconductor having different band gaps. So which having the highest band gap? So band gap increases, then built-in potential will be different for different. Okay. So what's the relation between your band gap and your doping concentrations? So this is the actual relations. Now, VVA equal to this one, NI is directly proportional to this one. So if you increase the energy gap, as you know that energy gap of blue is greater than energy gap of green, greater than energy gap of red. Okay. So if you increase the energy gap, this is SC by lambda. So if you increase the lambda, Ag will be decreased. VBI is directly proportional to Eg. VBI is directly proportional to Eg. So that's why VBI for blue is greater than VBI for green, greater than VBI for red. So this is your right options. VB greater than VG greater than VR. This is your right options. Same type of questions I have already discussed in the previous video lecture. Just go through this that one and you will get this one. Okay. So the energy gap and the built-in potential is directly related to each other. I have wrapped this all formula in your notes. Just go through the notes. Yes. What is the quantum efficiency and responsivity? I will discuss in your class. Don't worry about that when I will teach the optoelectronics. But here the relation is what? Responsivity is IP photo generated upon the power input, and this is equal to E eta upon E eta lambda upon HC. And just you can write here the responsivity equal to HC by lambda. HC by lambda is called 1.24 upon lambda 8 micrometer. This is your energy gap. So responsivity is eta into lambda upon SC by lambda. SC upon this is 1.24 ampere per watt. So option is what? Eta lambda upon 1.24. Option A is the right options. This is the basic formula I will teach. In an ideal PN junction with an identity factor 1, it means beta equal to 1. The magnitude of the reverse bias voltage required to reach 75% of its reverse saturation current rounded off the two decimal places equal to what? I equal to what? I naught e raised to power V by Vt minus 1. But here the reverse bias voltage. So this I equal to I naught e raised to power minus Vr by Vt minus 1. This is the reverse bias voltage. And just reverse directions. So this is I equal to 75% of I naught, and which is a negative sign because of reverse directions. So minus 3 by 4 times of I naught equal to I naught e raised to power minus Vr by Vt minus 1. Just solve this one and you will get the minus Vr mode value equal to 35.87 millivolt. So option is, answer is 35.87. Just calculate this one, you will get that. Now come to the next. Consider a recombination process. That's what this is, the recombination process. By a bulk traps in a forward bias homojunctions diode. This is the biased PN junction junction diode. This should be. It means uniformly doped diode. The maximum recombination rate is U maximum. That's good. If the electron and the hole capture cross sections are equal, which of the following is false? The maximum recombination rate U max is equal to half into sigma naught VTH and I into Ni e raised to power QV by 2 kT. This is the formula. With a small other parameter, U max decreases if the intrinsic carrier intensity is reduced. If intrinsic carrier intensity is reduced, yes, U max, if this is increases, then this is also increases. So this is the true. And question is which one is false? U max depends exponentially on the applied bias. Yes, this is also true. With all other parameters unchanged, U max increases if the thermal velocity of the carrier decreases. Okay. U max occurs at the edge of the depletion region in the device. No. U max occurs in the depletion region when N plus is minimum, not at the edge. Not at the edge. P plus N. दोनों के बीच में होगा. P plus N. So option D is your false option. So option D is your correct. The one-sided abrupt p-n junction diode has a depletion region capacitance CD you have to give. That's good. Reverse bias potential you have to give. 1 upon CD square versus the applied voltage for the diode is a straight line, which is shown in the figure. The slope of the plot is equal to what? So you have to find the slope of the plot. This is the negative slope. Yes. This is your negative slope. So we have to find 1 by CD square versus B. 1 by CD square versus B. You have to given the plot and we have to find this one. Okay. So how you can find the slope of this? Slope. This is 1 by CD square. This is the potentials. Okay. Now 10 to the power 20 farad per square per volt square. Okay. So 50 picofarad. Pico 0.2 upon CD square. So we have to give on the CD square. So per volt, farad square per volt. So this is 1 upon CD square per volt. So this is your farad. CD you have to given 50 picofarad. So this is 15 to 15 to 10 to the power minus pico. This is 24 into volt square. So this is your 0.2 farad square per volt. So solve this. And this is your 10 by 2. This is 10 by 24. 5 to the 10. 10. So 10 to the power 24 divided by 50 into 10. Okay. 15 to 10. This is 10 to the power 23 divided by 50, and this is 10 to the power 22 divided by 5, and you can write here 100 divided by 5, 25, and into 10 to the power 20. Okay, so 25 into 10 to the power 20 at the reverse potentials, one-sided p-n junctions. So what's going to be the plot? Yes, this region.